Hello everybody, my name is Marlo and welcome back to another episode of TekTopia where we are soaring over our fantasy elven village here. The sun has just risen because I've had a bit of a stressful night. I've logged into the world about 5 minutes ago and let me just show you the chat here. We came very close to losing quite a good number of guards here right off the bat. So yeah, that's quite a fun way to start the episode here. But anyway, today what we are going to be doing, actually, you know what, before we talk about today, let me catch you up on last episode in case you happen to miss it. We made these three homes over here and started talking about the different coloration on the roofs. We have some different ones over here, magenta, pink and light blue, along with the usual cyan. So yeah, that's pretty much the main gist of what we did last time. Today, however, we are going to be working on setting up the mines, which are actually going to go in this spot right here. Ow, my face. I guess we're not doing that just yet because a Necromancer approaches the village. Can my guards not get a break? Poor guys. Well, this should actually be fairly easy in theory, considering we only have guards in the village and I guess a merchant currently. Some of them are missing a few armor pieces. We'll maybe have to stock them up on some more today. But yeah, let's not talk about that right now. We do have a Necromancer somewhere in the village borders. He and his comrades, here he is, most likely over here. This is where everything actually spawns, and usually with Necromancers I just kind of kill them and don't really do anything because I'm scared they're going to kill all of my villagers. Ouch, if you don't mind. But with this one, I mean, he's only like the first level, I think. We don't have any villagers that can't fight back, so I'm just gonna maybe lure this guy over to my guards and see how they do. Hopefully I don't regret this. Of course, the only villager coming to help out has no helmet or a sword. That's just wonderful. Steffi, no, don't be an idiot. Run away, please. Your armor's breaking all around you. Oh, Steffi, stop it. Steffi, no, don't go for the Necromancer itself. You cannot do anything. Am I really going to have to kill this guy because Steffi's being stupid? I think so. Well, why don't you just run away, Steffi? Steffi! Somebody please help Steffi out because she's really not the smartest tool in the box. Sharpest tool in the box, that's the saying. Okay, this is a little more challenging than I first thought. Rosalind is burning to death. Steffi is still dying. I'm a bit worried about her, to be honest, but you know, I'll sit back and watch. For now, they all seem to be doing okay. Damage is being taken over here, and they're killing the Necromancer. Awesome. Wonderful. Good job, guys. Well done. Steffi, are you alive? Is this you? Are you Steffi? No, you're L'Oreale, whatever your name is. What about you? Are you Steffi? Yeah, there we go. Okay, her damage, her heart didn't actually go down that low. Well, that was exhilarating. I thought it was going to be a bit more boring than that. Our bridge did suffer a bit of a casualty in that, probably the thing that got damaged the most. So there we go. Awesome. Well done, guys. Good job against defending that Necromancer. I think we'd better go get you some armor, though. Poor old Steffi down there only has pants remaining. I really better go craft some armor like right now. I'm even using my own iron because I'm too lazy to fly back to another village to get some more, but I got plenty, so it's all good. We're also going to be handing out, hopefully, some of these today. I tried to last episode, but just ran out of time because I was getting really unlucky with nomads coming to visit. So hopefully that doesn't happen again and we can actually get some more villagers this time round. Someone for our guards to protect. But anyway, Steffi is probably coming to get some more armor. There's swords here, but yeah, no actual armor, so let's craft some of this up. And there we go. I believe she is putting some on right now. Ah, wonderful. You're safe again, Steffi. Until this all breaks, then you've got to get more and I need to craft it. The reason why it breaks so fast, by the way, guys, is because this isn't actually villager items, like any of this stuff. It breaks super quickly. If this happened to be green text and made by the blacksmith, when we do eventually get one of those, it would last much longer. So, yeah, I guess there's my punishment for using my iron, or iron that I've robbed from other villagers. We are going to start work on the mines in just 1 second, everybody, but before we do, I would really appreciate your help with something. So I'm approaching 25,000 subscribers. I should be a couple of thousand away at the time this video releases, and I just want to say preemptively, thank you so much. You guys are awesome. You guys know it's massively appreciated. I love you for the continued support you show me, but usually for my milestone videos, I'll do something a bit special and some sort of storytelling video, and I absolutely love making those. I made one for my 500 subscriber special, my 1000, and my 10,000. I would adore it if I could make a 25k special like that, but they take a tremendous amount of time to put those videos together, to plan them, to record them, to edit them. I simply don't have the spare time to do that at the moment. So instead we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I decided I am actually going to be doing a Q&A, a question and an answer. So of course I need some questions that I can answer, and I thought, hey, just put them in the comments of this video and I can reference the special with the comments on this one. So basically, if you got anything you want to ask me, drop it down in the comments below and I will do my very best to answer as many as I possibly can in a 20 to 30 minute video when we do actually hit 25,000 subscribers. Thank you everybody for doing that. Okay, let's begin on the mines then, shall we? So as I said, this is where the entranceway is going to be going, just in the middle of our crop fields over here. And I've actually done a little bit of prep work. So with the entranceway, I haven't done anything more than just dig out a staircase going down. But instead of just going, you know, straight down with some stairs to a boring looking mine shaft that we've done twice or 3 times before now, I think. I'm not sure, I lose track, but I thought we'd kind of like wind it round, obviously making it look better than this, and you know, probably get some other blocks involved rather than just stone. But yeah, we kind of wind it around. Plus, if I was just to go straight down, there's too much like space, open space over there, and the village border is just there as well, so we kind of have to do like a big turn underground here regardless. But I want to make a big old man-made cave using all of this TNT here, similar to what we actually did in the undergrowth. If you guys can remember that, we just blew a big hole underground and then made it look pretty. Gonna be doing a similar thing here, except this one is probably gonna be much bigger. All of this is actually a stack of TNT in total. I got 2 more stacks ready to go if I need it. I'm a bit scared to do this because the outside world is like about 10 blocks that way. I could probably honestly dig there for a minute and actually reach it. Hopefully it blows more up just like upwards and to the right instead of over there. Otherwise that's gonna cause a bit of a problem. I've made a backup just in case all hell breaks loose. But yeah, hopefully this gets to be a reasonable size hole and something that I'm happy to work with. So I guess let's pull back the string of the bow and set this thing off. My oh my, that was quite the explosion. Okay, how are we looking here? That's actually not too bad. That is about the size that I wanted, at least when it comes to width. I would maybe like to go a bit further back over in this direction too. So maybe if I just do a bit more TNT placing and try and expand it going this way a bit. But yeah, that's pretty good. And we also didn't breach the outside, which is even better. So yeah, I'm fairly certain if we actually just dig this way a little bit, we would probably reach the outside. Maybe not. Okay, I guess oh, there it is. Yeah, as you can see, my goodness, that was close. Alright, we'll have to bear that in mind. But yeah, let me do a bit more TNT placing and get this to be even bigger. I think this is going to be big enough. I may do a little bit more expanding before I start prettying it up, but pretty much all I've got to do is try and envision in my mind how I think this would look if it were actually to be a natural cave and not just a giant hole that I've blown up in the ground. So take this small area, for example. I've been having a think, and we've kind of blown an accidental ledge, an elevated area here, so maybe we turn this into some sort of overhang, maybe a mine shaft could go up there or something, but possibly we do some sort of little rock pool water area at the bottom here, maybe, just as an example. So really, I'm just gonna probably pillar up a couple of blocks here, try not to look at these Endermen, and just gaze around the room and see what I could turn different parts of it into, as well as trying to just neaten it all up a whole bunch. So yeah, I'm gonna mess around down here for a long while now, hopefully come up with something that looks a bit better than this ginormous mess. I've also just realized I've massively missed my staircase, so I'll most certainly have to rework how that's going to actually function, but I'll worry about that later. For right now, I'm going to make this not look like an absolute catastrophe. You know, I really wish 1.12, the version that TekTopia is only available in, had other slabs and stairs variants in the stone category apart from cobblestone, because, yeah, that's literally all we got. There's no stone slabs or stairs, there's no andesite slabs or stairs, it's just cobblestone, so it makes these custom caves look awfully cobbly, shall we say. So if you do your best to ignore just the mass amount of cobblestone we have going on around here, I would say it's a pretty good cave. I'm very happy with it. I've done my fair few share of these in the past, especially with the undergrowth, so I like to think I'm getting better over time. This is probably my favorite, definitely the biggest, that's for sure, but yeah, very happy with how it turned out. Again, trying to ignore the cobblestone. I'm just looking at all of this right now, and I could do with adding in some andesite around there, because that's just slabs and stone. So yeah, there's still some more tweaking to do, and obviously, you know, this isn't done at all. We've still got to add in all of the man-made elements, like I'm going to put in some pillars kind of holding up the ceiling. We're going to have something to go in the very center here, but I'm going to save that to last. I think that's going to be the best part about this this whole cave here. I'd like to add a little bit of a bridge going over, some mine shafts, and of course lighting, because oh, it's actually going to run out in a second. I've had night vision on like the entire time. I just made a bunch of potions. But yeah, it's very dark in here without the night vision, so that's something else I gotta do, as well as, you know, the pathway leading up, and it's far from finished, but we just got the base cave sorted, and generally, I'd say it's pretty good. So whilst I've been building all of that, I have been making the odd trip out to the surface level here to see if I could stumble across some nomads, and believe it or not guys, I haven't found a single one. I'm honestly beginning to worry a little bit, because I haven't seen a nomad in so many Minecraft days. I'm sure it's just me getting very unlucky, but yeah, I guess if not, and we got a problem with nomads this village, we'll have to build the school like ASAP. You okay there? You got a sword? You should have. But yeah, I don't want that. Thank you. Take that. There's your gift. You're welcome. I basically now, I'm going to work on the mine underground, do some off-camera work and see if we can transform that thing even more. Take that, creeper. And I'm also, again, going to keep another eye out, several eyes out. I need cameras all over this place just to watch for nomads, because I kind of need other villagers. We can't just have this place be guards only. So yeah, I'll keep a shifty eye out for some nomads and do some more work underground. Yep, we definitely have a nomad problem, a lack of nomad problem, shall we say. It's probably been about 4 hours since the last clip, I would say, and I've been doing lots of work down in the mines and elsewhere in the world, and I've been continuously coming up to the surface level here when it's daytime to see if we have any nomads whatsoever, and every single time there is none. I also broke my pair of pants fighting some blaze so I could craft some end rods. Need to go and get myself a pair of them later on, but yeah, not a single nomad, which is kind of a shame because, well, if I just share with you the likelihood of us actually getting them right now, so with the village size we have at the moment, we have a total of 10 villagers. Admittedly, they're all guards, but that shouldn't really make a difference at all. We have a total of 10 villagers. It's around about a 30% chance of at least one nomad spawning every single day, along with the merchant or sometime shortly after. And, you know, it's been 4 hours, a 20-minute day-night cycle. You can do the math there. 30% chance each time. We're not getting unlucky. Something is going on here, and I don't really know what it is. If you guys do know, please let me know in the comments. Obviously, I'm a couple of episodes ahead of you guys with my pre-recording, so I won't see those comments till a couple of episodes later. But yeah, do let me know. I do have a couple of options for what we can do to counteract this problem if it happens to pursue. But we'll save that till later on. What we're actually going to do now is head over to mine and I can show you what I've been working on, because I may or may not have actually finished it entirely. I did finish it. That wasn't very clear. The mine is done. Check this out. Oh, buddy. Pretty cool, right? Let's actually head down and take a closer look. So first things first, this is of course our entranceway, and the entire hallway down is nothing awfully special. I've done exactly what I said I didn't want to do. If you guys remember at the start of the episode, I wanted to have like a curved path going all the way down, a stairway that is. I tried, believe you me, I really did. It just looked kind of horrible, so instead we've gone with something that's a bit more square shaped, but yeah, it's okay. The entranceway and the hallway leading down, it's nothing super amazing, but I think it looks pretty nice nonetheless. We do actually have a minecart zipping up and down here, which we'll check out. Oh, nearly punched you. Sorry there, minecart chest. I did try to make it look a bit fantastical and magical using our end rods and a bit of the quartz. I think this is, what is this, chiseled? Oh, I've cheaped out the blocks behind. Whoopsie, you saw nothing. Chiseled quartz block. There it is. So yeah, I think that helps, but the rest of it is basically wood. Very bright down here. Won't have mob spawning being a problem. So yeah, this is how it looks, and my goodness, this thing in the middle, I'll explain in a minute, but with the reflections of the end rods, that looks strange. Only with the shaders that is happening, but I can't quite figure out what's going on there. It disappears when I zoom in. I guess it's just like refracting through the glass and all of these end rods. There's a lot of end rods. Honestly, I should maybe be showing you this without shaders on, so I think maybe let's just stand up here and you can take a general overview of the place with shaders, because honestly, it kind of looks better without them. Ah, there we go. A lot less bright. The end rods stand out a heck of a lot when you have the BSL shaders on. So yeah, maybe best if we take a look around without that on and just the regular look of Minecraft. So I'm trying to think what I've added in since last time. Obviously, all of the lighting, I guess we can talk about that first. That should be on a fence post. I'll come back and sort that in a second. But yeah, mostly we have the end rods on top of the spruce like we've been doing. I put 2 in front of each like mine shaft that we're actually going to have that the miners will use. So we'll stick an item frame on this block, for example, and the miners will dig there. Got a few of them dotted around, maybe 7, 6, 7, 8 in total. I'm not exactly sure, but I wish I could build without having to worry about light levels, but unfortunately mobs will spawn like crazy down here if I don't pay attention to that. So fairly frequently we had to place a torch, and I just stuck it on top of an oak fence just to make it look not super duper boring. I could have done some hidden lighting, I know, maybe under some grey carpets. I honestly might switch that out at some point. I'm just going to see how the torches do. But yeah, that is the lighting situation all done. You may also notice we have these big old pillars holding up the ceiling above. I actually really quite like the look of these. I'm not sure how structurally sound it actually would be if we're being realistic about this, but I think it's okay. So yeah, we've got them as well. I also added a source of our water over here, just coming from above up there. We got a bridge going across this little section. Really like this thing. It's a nice little touch. Couple of mines over here, and we've got some storage. And then I'm going to be super lazy and just fly over to this side. This is where the minecart comes down. We should see it coming around any second now. Here it comes. I can hear it. There it is. Maybe I didn't hear it. I don't know. That's very quiet. Probably hearing things in my own head. I've been down here a while, as you may be able to tell. But yeah, a bit more storage over here, and then we just have a cart with a bunch of ores. I don't think it makes sense being a cart. I maybe honestly should just get rid of this and have it be in a table, but it kind of looks better with the trapdoors in my opinion. So yeah, we got that carrying all the ores, and maybe they load it into this chest and send it up to the surface. I don't know. We got to use our imagination a little bit. And yeah, I think that's it. There's nothing really else to talk about in this room at all. I'm pretty sure we've covered everything. Oh wait, I guess we could talk about this thing. Not this thing right here, my face. The thing behind me. This giant crystal, the centerpiece of the entire room. So I believe it was last episode I mentioned that I wanted to start doing builds that looked as though they were, you know, they made sense in an elven fantasy magical village, and this is a good example of that. Basically, it's meant to be some sort of crystal that maybe gives power to the druids, let's say, because they have their earth reform skill where they kind of bring up the ground and replenish the mines with it. I'm thinking maybe they use the earth crystal here. I'm thinking we call it. They use the earth crystal to gain their magical powers and allows them to, you know, replenish the mines with ores. And yeah, I just thought it was a nice little bit of lore to add in and made it look extra magical down here, and looks pretty cool, honestly. I'm very happy with how this one turned out. Organic builds like this aren't really my strong suit at all, and this is thankfully quite a small scale build like this. I can't really go much bigger. But yeah, I would say it looks like a crystal. I don't know, you guys can maybe be the judge. But if I just show you underneath, we've done like the layered glass. I could maybe do with bringing the orange down a bit more. I might actually just chuck in a couple of blocks further down to look like the you know, center part, which is mainly meant to be a red crystal, right? But with this kind of orange core going up through the center, I should probably bring that all the way down to the bottom. But yes, anyway, we have the layered glass creating that fog effect, a couple of magma blocks, and then lava pieces down there, and the rest of this is actually coal blocks. This is a lot of coal. Probably like nearly a double chest worth of just regular coal, but thankfully I don't really need it, and the villagers produce tons of it anyway, so no biggie. It's not much of a loss for me, but yeah, I really like how this has turned out, and yeah, let me know what you guys think about it. Any changes I should make, or is it good as it is? But yeah, I think that's a very nice piece to the center of the room. Also, something I will quickly mention, I know I don't have connected textures for my glass actually on. Believe you me, I would love to, because it would probably look a whole lot better, but it's really quite difficult to have a custom texture pack running like I do here, because I have a lot of the updated textures, something that I put together. It's really difficult to kind of get Optifine's connected textures working with a custom resource pack, so I tend not to use that. So yeah, I know it might look a bit better, but I've got no real way of having both of those things at the same time. But yeah, just wanted to mention it because I know some of you were going to be thinking it. But let's actually head up to the surface level. I have something kind of funny to show you guys. It's nighttime right now. That's not the funny thing. Although it's not funny at all. I don't know why I laughed. But the cactus farm underneath our base up the top of here is completely full. If we just plop down next to this chest here, I'm full on cactus. I didn't think this would ever happen. I didn't realize quite the efficiency of the farm here, so it just keeps chucking more and more out. I don't need it. So if any of you guys have any ideas of something we could do with all of this cactus, please let me know. So with the mines all done, at least for the most part, I know we obviously still need to get some miners, but we have some things to deal with before that, like actually getting some nomads to spawn, and, you know, placing in the mineshaft item frames and all that jazz. We're all done, and that's basically all I wanted to get done for today's episode. But before we do, I really need to go and get myself a pair of pants. You can't actually see me pantsless right now. There I am. I need some of those, because I take a lot of damage very easily, so I figured I'm going to go over to Mecklenville, it's the closest place nearby, and just raid the storage room chest and hope I can get myself a diamond pair of pants. But whilst we glide on over here, it's only a couple of 100 blocks away, I thought I would tell you guys what the plan is with this whole Nomad situation. So the way I think we're going to do it, without cheating, shall we say, is to just go ahead and spawn into some children. There's the undergrowth, there isn't any pants in there, already checked. Is to spawn in children, and without a school is the issue here. Like, we don't have the school built up, and I'm not really in a rush to do that. I have other things planned before I want to get to the school. I'm thinking, just to begin with here, we just spawn the children in without a place of education. Oh, we're here already, wonderful. Without a place to go and get educated, and they just grow up very dumb. Just to begin with here, and yeah, go about it that way, and then obviously, you know, make them into the profession once they grow on up. That's the way we can do it without really cheesing it at all. Obviously, the whole Nomad not spawning situation isn't really my fault, so I'm sure you guys would probably be okay with me, like, using a summon command or something to get some Nomads just every now and again. Or doing some other, you know, quote-unquote cheaty way around it. But I think we're just going to go about it doing the non-cheaty way and spawn in those kids without a place to go to school. I feel kind of bad for them. But yeah, that's the only thing I can really see us doing with that. Again, any ideas, let me know in the comments, but I won't see them for a couple of episodes. But yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. I don't know, I have a bit of a think, but I really don't think we're going to get any Nomad spawning, unfortunately. Something's really quite wrong with that. Well, that's a pretty good pair of pants. I don't mind if I do, villagers. Thank you very much. I'd rather have protection instead of blast protection, but it may save me from a creeper blast. Who knows? Yeah, it's also got mending on, which is the main thing, as well as unbreaking. Mending is quite hard to come across in TekTopia because obviously villager trading is a little bit weird. I think you could still do it, but obviously it's like the old school way, and I don't really like AFK fishing all that much, so I just don't really have much mending stuff that's actually my own. I believe the Axe of Mecklenville is actually one of the only things. Everything else, oh, the shovel as well. Everything else I've kind of just found from villagers and made it my own. So yeah, I will happily take those mending pants. Oh, also, before we go ahead and leave Mecklenville, I believe it was a couple of episodes ago where I showcased the new updated rustic TekTopia where all of the villager skins are changed, and we actually did that over here in this village, and a lot of you actually really seemed to like those textures and didn't think it would be necessarily a bad thing. So I'm not going to make the switch halfway through a village, but I have decided next time round when we start a new village, whatever it may be, most likely we're going to put on the new villager skins. So yeah, there's something to look forward to. So that, everybody, is going to do it for this episode of TekTopia. I really hope you did enjoy watching. Thank you ever so much for doing that, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.